Hello, welcome to JP Baziwathe TV. Here we bring you the latest and greatest in entertainment news. In this video, I take a closer look at the events leading up to the tragic and untimely death of rising star and rapper Pop Smoke, from the fateful night in February 2020 to the recent guilty plea of one of his accused killers. I delve into the details of his heartbreaking story. Join me as I remember the life and legacy of Pop Smoke and explore the circumstances surrounding his devastating loss. Pop Smoke, whose real name was Bashar Baraka Jackson, was a rising star in the music industry before his untimely death on February 19, 2020. He was just 20 years old at the time of his death, but had already made a name for himself with his unique style of drill music and his breakout hit single, Welcome to the Party. On the night of his death, Pop Smoke was staying at a Hollywood Hills mansion owned by the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Teddy Mellencamp. He was there with several friends and acquaintances, including a woman named Yasmin Jackson, who later claimed to have been dating the rapper at the time. At around 4:30 a.m. on February 19, four masked men entered the mansion and began a home invasion robbery. The suspects were armed with handguns and demanded that Pop Smoke and his companions hand over their jewelry and valuables. According to reports, Pop Smoke was confronted by one of the suspects and a struggle ensued. The suspect then shot Pop Smoke 3 times in the back, causing fatal injuries. The other suspects fled the scene and Pop Smoke was rushed to Cedar Sinai Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. The news of Pop Smoke's death sent shockwaves through the music industry and beyond. Fans and fellow musicians took to social media to express their grief and pay tribute to the rising star. Pop Smoke's family and friends also released statements mourning his loss and celebrating his life and legacy. In the days following Pop Smoke's death, there was speculation about the motive behind the home invasion robbery and shooting. Some reports suggested that it may have been a targeted hit, while others suggested that it was a random crime of opportunity. The investigation into Pop Smoke's death eventually led to the arrest of several suspects. In July 2020, 5 people were charged in connection with the rapper's death. 4 of the suspects were charged with murder and robbery, while the 5th was charged with attempted murder. The suspects included 2 adults and 3 juveniles. One of the adults, Corey Walker, was 19 at the time of his arrest. The other adult, Tinder Rogers, was 18 at the time of his arrest. The 3 juveniles were all under the age of 18. Prosecutors alleged that the suspects had targeted Pop Smoke in the home invasion robbery because they believed he had valuable jewelry and other items. They also alleged that the suspects had previously scouted out the mansion and had planned the robbery in advance. In November 2021, one of the suspects, a 20-year-old whose identity has not been released due to his status as a juvenile at the time of the crime, pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and home invasion robbery. He admitted to entering the mansion with the intention of robbing Pop Smoke and to pistol whipping the rapper and shooting him 3 times in the back. The defendant was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in juvenile hall, with the possibility of remaining in custody until he is 25. The other suspects in the case have yet to stand trial. Pop Smoke's tragic death has left a lasting impact on the music industry and on his fans and loved ones. He was a talented artist with a bright future ahead of him, and his loss is felt deeply by many. Despite his ultimately demise, his music continues to be celebrated and enjoyed by fans around the world, and his legacy lives on.